Good, happy Monday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, victim of Goffstown Shooting identified as Manchester 18-year-old. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Amy Cavino.
The major crime unit van parked outside a home right next door to the hardware store where shots rang out Sunday afternoon, leaving 18-year-old Ian Jewell dead.
The Goffstown Police and the Hampshire State Police continue to work on the case and investigate the circumstances that occurred in Goffstown yesterday.
At Memorial High School Monday, teachers read prepared comments to their students in class, and grief counselors were on hand for those who needed to talk. Not much talking, however, from investigators.
The victim was taken from the scene and later died at a hospital. And right now, the Hampshire State Police and Goffstown Police are working together with the Attorney General's office investigating the circumstances of the shooting.
No public threat, no arrests or suspects, but those involved, say officials, are known and accounted for. There was a second crime scene less than a mile away at the Sully Superette Sunday evening. We asked why.
I can't comment specifically about this case. I can just tell you in general, when we have shooting incidents, that often the police have to go to multiple locations to track down potential evidence.
News 9 stopped by Ian Jewell's home, a relative saying the family is devastated and stunned by the violent loss of Ian. They simply asked for prayers. And students starting to arrive here at Memorial High School for that vigil, due to get underway at 6:30 and go until 8 o'clock tonight. Now, tomorrow, we're told that faculty, teachers, and students plan to wear tie-dye to honor Ian Jewell. Apparently, it was his favorite. We're live at Memorial High School this evening. Amy Cavino, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Woman carjacked by man with gun, knife in her own garage. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston. Okay.
Despite the terror she faced as a man followed her into her garage when she returned home just after 3. The 78-year-old carjacking victim finally returned home tonight with the groceries recovered from her stolen Jeep.
Good. Nervous, but, shaken.
Her husband says she's doing well despite the terror she faced as a man followed her into her garage when she returned home just after 3.
He showed her the gun. That's what scared her, I think.
Family says that man had a gun and a knife. Her husband pulled in moments later.
I just drove in when it all happened. I watched him drive out.
That suspect didn't get far, ditching the car 2 miles away, leaving the groceries in the back, but making off with the woman's purse, family says. The family owns Briggs Nursery just next door, and workers say surveillance video shows another man dropping off the suspect moments before the carjacking in the nursery parking lot. Now police are looking to see if it may be connected to another case in Walpole about 2 hours later. Police there say a car was stolen from this liquor store parking lot. Witnesses say the victim ran out but couldn't stop the suspect.
We watched him chase the guy to the end of the parking lot, and the guy took off down the street, and then the guy came back and we realized his car was stolen.
In that case, the car was abandoned a mile away, and police say the suspect may have had help. And at this point, police say they don't have enough evidence right now to link the cases, but they are looking at surveillance video to see if they may be connected. We're live in North Attleboro tonight. John Atwater, WCVB News Center.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Maine police don't eat turkeys from the dumpster. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and you might be wondering, what temperature should my turkey be when it's done? The answer is a little complex. Up until 2008, the USDA recommended cooking turkey to an internal temperature of 180 degrees Fahrenheit. But now the FDA suggests a minimum internal temperature of 165 degrees. This is because salmonella can't withstand temperatures above 160 after 30 seconds. However, this doesn't take into account the fact that breast cooks slower than thighs. So if you want to play it safe, Butterball recommends cooking the breast to 165 and the thigh to 180. The USDA also recommends not stuffing a turkey and preparing the stuffing ahead of time. This is because the middle of the bird is very porous, and the juices that may contain salmonella will soak into the stuffing, meaning the stuffing itself would also have to reach a temperature of 165. But no matter what you choose to do with your turkey this year, just be thankful that you have a thermometer and not this human thermometer.
Hey, food still warm.
Oh, and there you go on that video. Police have a very important warning ahead of Thanksgiving. Do not eat the turkeys you found behind Hannaford. Police said several turkeys were taken out of the dumpster behind the Falmouth location. The turkeys thawed due to manufacturing failure and were thrown out, police said. Some people took the turkeys out of the dumpster and is possibly distributing them. Police did not release any other information. Eating a thawed turkey without proper cooking procedures can cause severe health problems. Justice Department calls AT&T and deal for Time Warner illegal and harmful for customers. The Justice Department sued on Monday to block AT&T's merge with Time Warner, calling it a legal combination that harms consumers and files innovation, DOJ officials said. Time Warner and AT&T announced their $85 billion merge last year, but the closing has been dragged out by the government. Our trust review. CBS suspends Charlie Rose aimed sexual misconduct allegations. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
This all killed.
Ben. What's so good about Fios anyway?
What's so great about 100% fiber optic network that makes your gaming system actually work awesomely?
Hey, did you take out the trash?
Garbage boy.
Dad, I already took out Ben. That's not funny.
Gaming is best on a 100% fiber optic network. So get Fios, now just $79.99 per month with a 2-year price guarantee with a 2-year agreement.
But next to those claims of sexual misconduct against veteran broadcast journalist Charlie Rose,
8 women and their allegations, first reported in the Washington Post. Tonight, his response, and CBS News now suspending him. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
Stunning accusations tonight of sexual harassment and assault against iconic journalist Charlie Rose. 8 women have come forward in the Washington Post with damning allegations against the host of the prestigious Charlie Rose Show. One of Rose's assistants in the mid-2000s tells the paper about at least a dozen instances where Rose walked nude in front of her while she worked in one of his New York City homes and would repeatedly call her late at night to describe his fantasies of her swimming naked. Another woman who worked at the Charlie Rose Show describes a drive she took with the anchor, saying it was quite early in working there that he put his hand on my mid-thigh. She said, I tensed up. I didn't move his hand off, but I pulled my legs to the other side of the car. I tried not to get in a car with him ever again. I think he was testing me out. Several of the accusers say they told Yvette Vega, Rose's longtime executive producer, about their experiences. One woman described Vega's response as a shrug and saying, that's just Charlie being Charlie.
I'm Charlie Rose with Gail.
Rose is also a co-host of CBS This Morning, but none of the accusers worked with him at CBS. In a statement to the Post, Rose said, it is essential that these women know I hear them and that I deeply apologize for my inappropriate behavior. I am greatly embarrassed. He went on to say, I always felt that I was pursuing shared feelings, even though I now realize I was mistaken. And tonight, CBS News has suspended Rose, and PBS announced it will halt production and distribution on the show. Also want to add that his longtime executive producer, Yvette Vega, released a statement about the women saying, I should have stood up for them. I failed. It is crushing. David.
Lindsay Davis with us tonight. Lindsay, thank you.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all had a great rest. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today with another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.